All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man, happy Sunday morning. It's after 12 o'clock at night here. Just finished watching this Lakers Portland Trail Blazers game. But before I get into that, y'all know the routine. Y'all know what I normally say. Hit me up on my social media site. I'll leave the links below. Check out the merchandise, all of those good things. And for the people that have supported, man, thank you. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I just sometimes I'm still in also, like I said, I'm thinking about putting together a weekly, maybe once a week or 2 or 3 times a week, putting together like an hour live stream show. But I just want to know if that's something you guys are into. I'm getting some feedback from some of you guys, so I'm taking this poll until tomorrow, and then I'm gonna make a decision. So if that's something you guys be interested, let me know. All right, moving on. The Portland Trail Blazers versus the Los Angeles Lakers. For Portland, let's be real. When Dame Lillard came out, when it came out that he was hurt, he was pretty much done. You really didn't give. I gave Portland a chance because they do have Melo and they do have McCollum, as well as Nurkic. But then when you heard that so many other people was out, they only could suit up 9 guys for this game, and then Whiteside got hurt early. You kind of was like, this ain't gonna be good. But shout out to them for the work, man. Shout out for them for having a champion mindset. Like, even though they was out, man, you could not tell. They came out, played, they gave it everything they had. First of all, let me say this. I don't know what has came out that Melo, I don't know why Melo, this thing came up with him not playing. I don't get it, because this guy it seemed like he got younger throughout these playoffs. It felt like he was just turned back to hands of time. Melo has been amazing, man, since he came back. You can see when he first came back, he started getting going a little bit, and then when the playoffs hit, he kind of took it up to another level. And above anything, man, I'm just happy for Melo. Melo is playing, well, was playing now, playing very well this season, and he would definitely he better be on somebody's team next year. I tell you that. If he's not, then that's just a travesty, because the guy definitely can play. He was willing to accept whatever role Portland gave him. He originally came off the bench, then worked his way into the starting lineup and never looked back. So shout out, what a redemption season for Carmelo Anthony, man. So congratulations, Melo. If you want to play next year, he definitely should have a spot on someone's team. Maybe the Portland Trail Blazers. McCollum had a great game. I mean, they gave it their all, man. They gave it everything you could give it. I mean, they were shorthanded. They got in some foul trouble early, but you got to admire their fight. You got to admire the way they played. They didn't just come out and roll over, or when the Lakers went up big, and it was easy for them to just walk away, like, they got it. Let's get up out of here. But they didn't. And I admire that, man. I admire that they play until it was literally over. So congratulate the Portland Trail Blazers on an amazing effort and amazing run, man. I think fatigue started to play a factor in it a little bit, as I stated before the series started, because every game was a playoff game from the time they got in. They put so much in it just to get to this point, but unfortunately, that's a wrap, and they got to go home. So, first of all, if you're a Los Angeles Laker fan, and as announcers had to remind us so much, man, this is the first playoff win since 2012. 2012. You would not know that, by how much this franchise is, how historic it is, how much it means, to the overall basketball landscape, man. But let me say that, as a Laker fan, I'm having these moments, because I had a moment we got in the playoff for the first time in 6 years. Now we won a first playoff series since 2012, man. Since 2012, we won a playoff series. So let's take a time as Laker Nation to get to feel it. This is not by no means a celebration of, but man, just as a Laker fan. I've told this story before. I stay on the East Coast. I have to stay up until 10 o'clock or 10:30 for the games to come on. The games don't go off till 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm up watching my team lose. Watching this team lose for year after year. It's like, guys, as a Laker fan, I just want to take this moment and just soak it all in, man, because we got a real shot at this thing. And so if you see a Laker fan and a Laker fan a little happy, even if you're on the rival team, go and give them it's been hard for us, man. It's been hard for us, and I just like to say that we would take that pat on the back. I know this Laker fan will, because it's been hard, man. It's been hard. It's been a long road to get back to this point, man. Anthony Davis and LeBron James pretty much carried the team for the majority of the night. But what you did see from other players, two people, Alex Caruso is just he's like a gnat at the barbecue. He just do little stuff, and he gets those little plays, even if his offensive contribution ain't huge. He does so many of the little things that you're like, yo, you glad to have one of them on the team. You know what I'm saying? Give me some Alex Caruso's on the team, and I'm gonna be happy to have that team. Two, Kyle Kuzma. I've been praising this guy for a while, but it's to me, even though his points may not look as good as we're used to in the past, but I think he's having post. Since the bubble started, I think he's having the best season of best stretch of his career so far. Not points, but you look at his willingness on defense, his willingness to take a charge. He will give up some of his offensive game to be good on the defensive end and to play as hard as he can on that end. And that's something that we all know was not in Kyle Kuzma. We know that wasn't in him, but it is now. He's doing his thing. I'm proud of the evolution, and he can get those shots. He can get going. But when you become a defensive person, or a person that is reliable, I'm not saying he was a lockdown defender by no stretch of the imagination, but when you become someone that plays pretty well on the defensive end and then the offensive end, he becomes that complete basketball player. And I'm more than happy for the young man and for him, his growth as a basketball player, and for his contribution to the team. So shout out to Kyle Kuzma, man. All right, guys, Laker Nation, we got us one. We got out of round one. Like I said, if you're a Laker fan, man, we just got to take this moment, man, because it's been a long, long road. Y'all know, we got to go back to the Julius Randle. Listen, man, the Julius Randle, D'Angelo Russell, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, remember the Mozgov contract, the Luol Deng contract, the Kobe injuries. Is God bless God rest in paradise. I don't like to say it. God rest in paradise to Kobe. And yeah, it's been a long road, but we're here, man. We're here. We got us one. So next round gonna be the OKC or Houston. Let it begin, man. The Lakers get a little break, but get right back to it. So Laker Nation, congratulations on the victory. We got us one. On to the next round. Till next time, you guys be great, man.